Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Cassie Boo. Let me turn the lights on. It is not nighttime. It's like 5 and it looks like it's nighttime, but it's not. And I have just been lazy, not gonna lie. But today I decided, let's be productive. And the productiveness will start now since I'm actually heading out of the house now and going to the store. I actually need to buy nail products. I just need one thing, glue. And I have no idea where this video is going, but you know what? We're gonna roll with it. Also, I do want to give today's video shout out, which goes to this person right here. Thank you so much for commenting. If you want to be the next video shout out, all you have to do is comment below anything or along this video, find the mystery word to be in a hashtag to be the next video's shout out. With that said, I'm also doing a giveaway. If you haven't entered, you should really enter because it's almost coming to an end. Guys, look how gloomy it is outside. It was supposed to rain, but it hasn't yet. I'm just realizing you guys could see my house. So I just was realizing that, you know, 2021 new year, I should give you guys a new updated way on how I do my acrylic nails. I have no acrylics on at the moment, and that would be a perfect opportunity. So let's do that, but I do have to buy products first. So to Sally's we go. Well, I'm gonna go to Sally's.
Yeah, Sally's we go.
Sally's we go. Mm-hmm.
I go somewhere.
She goes somewhere else, but you're gonna come with me. Yeah. Boy. Yeah. We made it to our destination. First, we're going to a little store, which I haven't been in like a month. Or more for sure, and I always used to come here. Here. I didn't even film in there. That's just great. You just saw that one clip of me. I didn't buy much at all, actually. I ended up buying acetone because I was running low, and you just never know when you need it. So this is the acetone that I always buy from Sally's. I also ended up buying glue because necessity, and I was running low on nail tips like I was mentioning. I ended up buying online from eBay, and these are the ones that I have been using. This is the second time I purchased them from this brand because I love the fact that they have a lot. Because as someone who does nails constantly, I used to have nail tips that just had a little bit, and it was not like I would always have to go back to restock and buy some because of how little they have. And this has 500 pieces. The ones I had previously were actually natural, and these are clear, so I wanted to try clear out. So with that, I can actually do my acrylic nails and show you how I do them. So if you've never seen my face before, I do acrylic nails. I've been doing my nails for about, I want to say 4, maybe 5 years. I always get lost and lose count. I really don't. I couldn't tell you. But around there. I still consider myself a beginner because there's always more to learn. And I'm still learning. I'm still trying to be confident in doing other people's nails because I always kind of struggle with that, especially in the beginning. You know, I would get offered, can you do my nails? Yeah, but like don't take this the wrong way, but like I don't want to because I'm not confident in my work just yet because I'm still a beginner. I'm still learning. My application is not there yet. It's not a you problem, it's a me problem. But I still keep doing it, and I still keep learning. And because I was afraid of doing other people's nails and I wouldn't do it as much, I just do mine. With that, I definitely got better on myself. Like, I still need to get better with other people. I guess what I'm trying to say is that doing nails is just a hobby that I do from home. And I share that with you guys here on my channel. But my interest in my channel on YouTube is way bigger. And that's where my inspiration comes from. Not from the nails, but from the YouTube aspect of it, if that makes sense. Ooh, I hate when that does it, when it doesn't. I'm filming. Say hi.
Hey.
Hey. This was how my makeup turned out. I literally just did a mascara and eyeliner, and my mascara came out horrible because it always comes out better than this, and they look small and like clumped together, and like, nah, that's not good. I'm not going anywhere. I just did it to, you know, talk to you guys and conversate and look a little bit decent. But the main focus here is on my nails. So without further ado, the moment you've been waiting for, this is how I do my acrylic nails. Updated version 2021, and I'll be sharing with you any new products that I have used. So with that said, let's get a closer look at my nails. So the first steps I would do is prep my nails, and these are all the tools that I use. Obviously a cuticle pusher, nail clippers, and a cuticle nipper. Now keep in mind I don't always use them depending on how my nails currently are, like the state they're in, but I will say that before I used to do cuticle oil. Now I don't. I just do it after the acrylic application when the nails are just done. And something new that I do is use my nail file and use a sand bit to file the surface of the nail, just for a quicker process of prepping the nail. So let me show you. I would normally clip my nails if I have to. I then would push back my cuticle. Look at this now. Before, after. Before, after. So you can see it really just brought out the skin, and I would then use my cuticle nippers to remove any of that dead skin. Only use these nippers when it's necessary. Cause not gonna lie, these can hurt you. If you don't know how to use them, like you can like hurt someone. Like hurt their cuticle. Now I file the surface of my nail. Normally what I would have done in the past is use a file, and that's totally okay. And normal, like you could totally do that. But since I have a nail drill, it just gets things done more faster. So that's what I use. But I do use a sand bit, which is softer. For the nail surface. And that's another new thing that I have done, is recently I have bought new drill bits, as you will see more towards the video, and I use them way more than previously. I used to just stick to the sand bit, and that was mainly also because the nail drill that I used before only, like, it wasn't changeable drill bits, I think. I don't remember, but I never really focused on changing the bits, which I wish I would have sooner, because, you know, learning about these bits is a whole different thing, and I don't know a lot about them yet. So now I also use a nail dust collector. I've been using this a little bit more recently, or I'm trying to, because it is, you know, quite big, but it is very useful. So I would turn this on while I'm filing so the dust can go in here. I also have this habit of just also using my file, even though I said I stopped, but sometimes I would just quickly and lightly just file the nail tip right here, because that's where I glue all nail tips. So now I'm choosing the size for my nails, but I do wish these were longer though, I will say that. And I always get my nail tips stiletto, because I always do coffin, and you can just simply cut the nail tip. Like literally just cut the sharp point, and you get a coffin. That's a nail tip right there. That's a tip. That's a nail. Get it? Get it? That's a nail. Okay. With the glues that I use, like, feel free to use any glue. Glue is glue, and it's not gonna affect your work in the end. You just want it to stick, right? Why do I actually feel like these are short though? Okay guys, I just wanted to let you guys know this, because I'm not crazy, alright? They are actually, the natural ones I had are actually longer than the clear ones. I'm gonna start shaping them to a coffin. The first thing I do is use these nail clippers, and I'm just going to cut literally like the nail tip, the pointy end, to make it into a coffin. And that's all I'm gonna do, because these are short. Alright, now I'm gonna start filing them. pretty loud. So after filing, it is time for the acrylic application. But I do want to mention a little something about this specific nail dust collector. I do want to say that it actually does make a difference. I didn't think it would, but after using it literally like I want to say 3 times, even just that 3 times, it has collected a lot of dust, and my work area, my work surface would always be filled with dust and it would just fly everywhere. But this really collects it, which is something that you should consider investing in if that is a problem, because I feel like sometimes for people it is. But the one I use is from Melody Susie, and I'll link it below, as well as everything else. With that, let's get back into the acrylic application. Okay, now let's talk primers, because this is actually a very important step. See, I used to use a primer from Legacy Nails for the longest. In fact, let me tell you, I think it was like the first one I ever bought, and up to now recently I just threw it out because it wasn't doing me good. And I heard great things about Young Nails Protein Ball, which is why I wanted to try it, and I have for like a couple months, I want to say, and I love it and I actually see the difference. So this is the one I use. Alright, now let's talk about these products and what has changed over the years. I've always used Mia Secret since I began doing nails, and I don't regret it. I wouldn't change anything about it. Like, I still love working with Mia Secret, such a good beginner brand. So I still use them up to now. I use their monomer and their powder, but unfortunately I recently ran out of their monomer, which is why I'm using this one. But this is another brand that I discovered and I work with them a lot, and it is a Model Ones, and this is the monomer. I also have many of their powders. Today I'm using their monomer, as well as using their polishes to polish my nails after the look is done. So if you want to learn more about them and the colors and polishes I will be using, then stay tuned. Now let's talk brushes. That is a very important aspect into this. If you didn't know, for whatever reason, when you work with acrylic, it gets hard, right? So using a brush that works good and is meant for acrylic is such a huge deal. And trust me, when I was a beginner, I got a kit, right? And it came with a brush, very cheap brush. The minute I tried to create a bead, I tried to do the acrylic application, my brush, like after maybe like an hour or 2, that brush would just harden. So what I'm saying is, invest your money in a good brush. They can be expensive. The bigger the size, the pricier they get, but trust me, it will be worth it. I have used 3 brands. Yeah, wow, that's a little bit. Couture, stopped using them just because I discovered new brands. Nothing against the brush itself, it's good actually, but it is pricey compared to, let's say, Model Ones, which is, by the way, a very affordable brush. I think it's like $20 or $15. Once again, depending on the size. The one I use is a number 12. Now, my most recent one is this one, which is from SoCal Nails. If you don't know about them, I'll link their website below. This is just a brush that I picked up in their store, so I'm not really sure what kind it is. It doesn't really say anymore. And this has lasted me for like months. 3 months or more that it has lasted me. That's just my insight and advice on brushes. Alright, I grabbed my Dappen Dish, anything to store in your monomer. You might want to open a window or do this outside or something, because it's about to stink. Not in a bad way, you know, it's such a strong odor. You want to use a paper towel or a napkin to clean your brush. It's very important that you clean your brush, not only for it to last longer, but so that it doesn't affect your acrylic application. And I like to, you know, soak my brush in there. I think this is the longest a nail brush has lasted me, and I want to say it was about 25 to 30, the brush. A tip here when doing the acrylic application is to have your finger in a downward position so that the acrylic moves down. It flows down. Let me know in the comments below if you suggest any other clear powder. I don't know why. Sometimes I do feel like this one gets a little clouded. I feel like I really gotta buy a new one. Sometimes I start my bead in the center or in my base. Either of those two. Don't feel pressure. Even getting this under control is hard. Like what you're seeing now wasn't always like this. Like it will just go everywhere, and that has to do with liquid to powder ratio. Depending how much liquid you have on your brush and how much powder you get, it creates a bead which will either become too dry, too runny, and you just want it perfect. I do also want to mention something quickly that helped me to pick up a bead, because I kind of struggled in the beginning. I used to drag towards me, and what that means is with my wet brush I would literally like hold it and drag towards me like I just did, and yes, it creates a bead, but there's a better way to do that, and it doesn't always work out. So now what I do instead is with my wet brush, tap 3 times to pick up a bead, and you want to hold slightly, so like 1, 2, and 3, and hold that, and hold on 3, and you get a bead. And depending how much monomer you have depends on how big your bead is. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and finish all of my nails and file, and then I'll be back. Alright guys, I just finished filing my nails, and that was basically the last step. This is how they came out. I'm not gonna lie, they look short. Oh my god. I only used like one of these and it worked for a bit, but I don't think they're the best. I think it's better if you invest. I just got them for fun, just to see how they would perform, but I usually just use the ceramic ones that I bought from eBay, which I'll link below. And that is basically how I do my acrylic nails. Now I'm going to be using my cuticle oil, putting it on, and then I'm gonna wash my hands, and we are ready for polish. You can also add the cuticle oil after polish, which is what I would do. I would wash my hands, but I'm actually going to be polishing my nails tomorrow, not right now, which is why I'm doing this. For you guys, it's literally the next clip. These are the colors that I chose to do my nails. I did these 3 of the Art Deco set, and I already did 1 coat just to save time, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the 2nd coat. And I did this very interesting like look where I kind of use different colors. I don't know, I kind of like it. So this is color 012. And this color is the lightest shade that I use for the pinky and the pointer finger. And I actually really like this color. It's like it looks like a white gray brown. The next shade is 011, which is the glitter one. And I used it on the ring finger now right here. It's like a goldish glitter. And now the last shade is number 007, which is this brown nude color. It's very pretty as well. And now I'm going to cure this for 60 seconds. Last step is to add a top coat. The one I use is from Model Ones as well. So I just do 1 coat of this, just like that, and the final one last time cure. And those are the nails. Let me know what you guys think of them. That is how I do my nails from home, at home. The whole acrylic application, the whole thing. I actually like this color combo. Alright guys, that was the video, and those were my nails. Don't forget to check out Model Ones in the description below, and also I will be announcing the giveaways today on my Instagram. So good luck to everyone that, you know, entered, and go follow me because I'll be announcing it later on. And if you made it up here, then thank you so much for watching. You are the best, and don't forget to comment below the mystery word to be the next video's shout out. With that said, I'll see you in another one. Bye.